G'day fellas, Jim Harnwell here from Fishing World magazine. Today I'm up in Akuna Bay, north of Sydney, with Nick Hamilton-Smith from Lowrance, and we're at the launch of Lowrance's new structure map. Now Nick, what is structure map?
Essentially what it is, it's our second generation of HDS, so it's a new release, has the faster processor to enable the structure map. What the structure map does, it will overlay your structure scan image on top of your chart, which makes it so much easier to understand where your rock formations are, where your structure is in relation to the chart.
Now we can see here the chart, that's the land over there. We're out from the land, and what the structure map is showing is the side imaging.
Yeah, so it's a structure scan out to the side of either side of the boat.
Right.
So you can see here on the port side, as we've previously recorded, you've got your water line, so that's pretty much the edge of your water running in relation to the chart. Then you've got your first basically drop off with your rocks coming down this wall, and then as it fades off into the deeper water on the port side.
Sure. So that's going to be really handy when you're sounding out, say, a rocky point, so you can see exactly in relation to on the chart and what's underneath it. Yeah,
because a lot of people will drive past the point and then not relate that structure and rock will actually run down into the water. And on this, it will show it on your chart, following the contours of the water.
And so this is basically the HDS Generation 2.
Yes.
Right. And you need to have the structure scan.
Yeah, so you have to have the structure scan module, which is the same for our previous models, and it's a common thing amongst our units. And then once that's installed, then you can make full use of the structure mapping. And
when you're using this, it actually automatically records for just under 10 minutes?
Yeah, so there's a live feed option, which runs for about 9.5, 10 minutes, and then basically at the end of 9 minutes, it'll just rewrite new features. But as well, when you run a blank SD card, you can record it. So you can record a whole series of these trails and recordings, then create your own 3D chart image of the bottom.
Now just say you're in an area which wasn't actually charted, like this where we are here now is actually, you know, pretty well charted because it's quite close to Sydney. Just say you're in an area where there was no chart, can you use this to actually make up your own? Yeah,
exactly. Sort of really going to be really popular with guys fishing freshwater, and even sort of north coast up near Foster, the back of Wallace Lakes, there's nothing up there. So you can then come in and record your own channels, your own sort of sandbanks, all this sort of stuff, and create your own real life chart from your sounder recordings.
And then you can put that on your SD card, take it home, store it on your computer.
Yeah, so you can store it on there, you can play around with it a bit, store your own waypoints and make your own features for it.
Now I'm guessing you guys have been fiddling around with this stuff, it's only really new, it's just launched in America and now it's launched over here.
So literally in the last couple of weeks, stock's just started hitting stores literally this week. So it is out there now, and we've just got our hands on it now and starting to play with it today.
Pretty interesting stuff.
Yeah, nice and easy to use as well, which is the best thing. A lot of people can get a bit flustered by electronics these days because they do a lot of things. But once you've got your unit on, your GPS and your structure scan, away you go, and it just does it automatically.
So, and it's got all the other features of HDS, like you can run it just as a normal sounder or as a chart plotter or whatever.
So still your full integration, so you can run your sonic hub, so you can run your stereo through it, you can run the radar, which we've got on the roof, an external GPS if you need, but full everything, so chart, normal 2D sonar still.
So just say if you wanted to use the structure map, how does it work?
So you actually go to your chart screen, not your structure screen. So the chart, press enter, and it will automatically, once it's hooked up to structure scan, just display over the top. You can, if you want, turn it off, so just overlay it off. And it will delete it. So if you want a clear chart screen, but the point of it is there. So.
And it's available throughout the HDS range, like from the 5s right to the 10s?
So all the 5, 7, 8 and 10, as long as it's a Gen 2, you'll have the structure mapping on it.
And price-wise, going to be a big price increase?
No, not at all. So what the current first generation is, so a 10-inch screen's coming out at $3,099 retail, which is an exact replacement of the last model.
So is this going to replace the HDS? Or can
it is, yes, it's replacing it.
Well look guys, it sounds really interesting. I'm pretty keen to do a bit more experimentation with this and check out a few little ledges and things. I might have to see if I can borrow one off you, mate.
Yes.
No worries guys, check out the Lowrance website for more details on the structure maps. It's available now with the new Generation 2 HDS, and we'll see you on the water.